my god. You did all that before. Now you won't be able to see the raid stuff because you did it too soon. You should have waited until I was on the screen. Well, no raid stuff for you. Nope, no raid stuff for you, Squib. Thank you for the sub. Hi, chat. Rip. Oh well, I got to do the funny. I guess so. You know you can battle in my chat now, Squib. Did you know that? I forgot how to do it. Is it explanation point fight or is it explanation point battle? Um, no, it's not I duel, I don't think. It's oh goodness. Hold on. I have to relook it. Is it which one is it? That is the question, isn't it? What? 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 I was just in fucking Stream Elements too. I was like, ah, yes. Let me check Stream Elements to make sure I'm logged in. Let me see. Gifts, cat summon, bat raid, friends widget. Okay, let me see. The friends widget. Settings. Ah, it's explanation point battle. That's what it is. Explanation point battle. I should have put that in the title thing. Wow, Squid. And you won. And you laughed at me. How could you? And is ready to use again. I blame Hato. You blame Hato. What has Hato got to do with this? Hato is probably somewhere being the good Hato, being murdered by Bun, and you're blaming Hato. Wow. How dare. Oh well. I have nothing to do with you blaming Hato. Well, it's blame Hato or Tox. This is true. You can blame Hato or Tox. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly okay. We're gonna play more lawyer game. It took me a long time to get stream up. My computer froze like 3 times. Yeah, I think it froze like 3 times. It froze twice, and then I updated a driver. I was like, oh, maybe that's the problem. And then it froze on startup, and now it seems fine. That is the hope, anyway. But yeah, now you can do the explanation point battle in chat. Is there a way for me to fix that from my phone? Hold on. Not good at using the stream manager on my phone. Oh no! That's not what I wanted to do. I'm already messing it up. What's this button do? Edit stream info. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. I can be smart sometimes. Explanation point battle has been added to the stream info. There we go. Alright. Okay, cool. Cars real big, everything real big. Ribs real big, pockets real big, neck real big. Let me show you how I live. You are always smart. No. No, I don't agree. No. I do not agree. Then I'm telling on you. Telling on me to who? Who are you telling on me to? Bun. Oh, okay. That seems acceptable. Bun's probably busy. You know? Doing some other things. Doing bun things. We gotta get into this next case. She's right here in call. Bun's probably doing bun things. The Adventure of the Runaway Room, episode 3. Here we go. I'm so excited. The Runaway Room.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night.
What?
Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself.
What?
However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Horrendous.
My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
That guy gets on my nerves. I just want y'all to know that Herlock Sholmes gets on my nerves. Ooh, cutscene.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
How does she have an English accent and she's Japanese?
This country is incredible.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
I just want to understand.
I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
That shouldn't sound the way they sound.
Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome to the centre of the world, Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Why do they sound that way? Oh, look at this courtroom. Holy shit. Look at those gears. I would be afraid to be in there. What if one of those gears break? Everybody in that room is dead. 18th of February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court Lord Chief Justice's office. This is his office. Who has an office like this? Yes, me and you both, girl. What? What an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. It looks like we're inside of a giant... Are we inside of Big Ben? Since this is London, are we inside of Big Ben? Like, that would be crazy. That somebody's office is inside of the clock tower. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. I mean, true. There are giant gears up there. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice? We had instructions to report here at this time if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So we have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. Yes, that means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer, which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It is the only way we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Oh my god. Good morning. Sorry for keeping you. Oh my. What an imposing looking man. Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Jesus, man. Down to the second? Oh, no, don't mention it. We are never happier than we are standing around with nothing to do. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. Is that right? Male? I want to say male because the L is in the wrong spot. You know what? He's just going to be male now. This is Male, guys. Say hi to Male. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. He does strike the very imposing figure. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo, don't be a mouse. Oh, it is an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you. Creepy man. London. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, well, help? I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It is simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh? We had a wonderful view of some of London streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost a loss for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, pipe water and gas, even cable supplies supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary and new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Oh yes, astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we'll be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it is going to be. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Okay. This guy. Lord Chief Justice, I think you were expecting a student of law for the study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report of on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before even we arrived? My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news? Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person. They tell me you Japanese are people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means that this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed. If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart. What do you have to say, madam? It is about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal. Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, this is it then, the moment of truth. Here we go. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there is nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Mr. Naruhodo, I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there is someone else here from Japan, who would be lawyer? That is... Can I put Miss Sato-san on the spot? It's me. It's me. I'm the lawyer. It's me. I can do it. I can do it. I'm the best. I'm the best lawyer. It's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualification as such, but no qualifications, you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details. Yeah, let's not tell him all that stuff. I have been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Beria. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, but you must also receive several years of training. I realize it is far too short of a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asagogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance, that's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry. Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo, was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for the entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asagogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Well, yes, that's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression alter a fraction there all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? Ooh, test. So, what form will this test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news. Today? Straight away? If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations? Well, could I ask what sort of trial it is, Lord Strongheart? Yes, good question. I remember. It's a murder trial. It's always a murder trial. Jeez. A murder? Why can't it be theft or something? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death. Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, you read that much in your short sea-based introduction to British law? We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and have decided it is acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you are willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Words. I would like to understand how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. Trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree with this absurd test? I mean, what other choice do we have? If we say no, they will send us back. So, if we're gonna do the do and just do it, well, we better fucking just do it. And become the lawyers. Because I am the best lawyer there ever was. Alright then. If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is I can't do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Your decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That is too slow. So, it is as I expected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for your offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Mrs. Sato, but what could I do? It's all right. I understand. You do. It is not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. Oh my. Nice. You got them both. I like the chickens. I was just stopping by my friend Avy. Avy! Well, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. We're being the best lawyers over here. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. What are you trying to say, madam? Yeah. Gotta put your whole back in it when you say yeah. I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating this one, his one and only chance at a trial, so trivially, would be utterly unforgivable, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. I guess we're going home. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, okay, I guess we're not going home. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. If that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful. But that is the truth. Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. I'm really his only hope? So, what do you say now, madam? Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. And I agree. But my estimation is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh. Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves. And he's gone. He's gone. Okay. The Old Bailey. Let's go. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. Yeah, we gotta go. We're gonna save a man's life, chat. Let's go. Or we're gonna try to. Nah, we're gonna save his life. I'm the best lawyer. We're gonna save his life. 18th February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey defendant's antechamber. Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were gonna rattle loose. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. A guinea? A guinea? It's one of my favorite lines from the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. The classic, change the letters to avoid getting sued in IRL. Yes. Yes, indeed. Just wait till you see Sherlock Holmes. He gets on my nerves. So this is Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. Sherlock Holmes' Study in Pearl was my favorite book. Is it an actual book, Sherlock Holmes? Like, they're not just making him up in this game to make him Sherlock Holmes? It feels like only yesterday that I was the one to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine his feeling very alone at this moment. Top of the morning to you, madam, sir. Who's the Oompa Loompa? What are you doing following me here? Tangs are far desperate, aren't they? Who's this Oompa Loompa? Sorry? Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are yous? We're from Japan, yes. Ah, Japan, is it? Right. Say no more. So, how much do yous need? No, it's made up to avoid copyright because they put yes, it would be. We're here because no need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to my name, and all while in a strange faraway island. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. 'Tis grand, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving yous 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. Huh? 1,000 guineas? Please, Miss Susato, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What? 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I've enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Dang, these ad breaks. Even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. That hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? To be honest, 'tis a little embarrassing. The trial's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I be in the dock. I hope Liar Liar Jim Carrey can be an ace attorney lawyer. So now, what do you want to do? Is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well, the thing is, don't worry a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial's going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Blistering blazes. Do yous not know who I am? Me? One of London's biggest names? No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park, there's the center of London, is a beautiful park. Sorry, a park? What? 'Tis called McGill Park, full of blossoming flowers and in spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did. An entire park? In central London. A city of smiles, that is my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGill wouldn't do for the city and its square old people. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. But now they have the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGill. What is the matter with the London police, I ask ya? Alright, don't pass out. Mr. Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. Oh my god, he is breathing hard. Mr. McGill, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. He's still breathing hard. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do... What was I after saying, you daft Egypt? I've given you 1,000 guineas. Stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand there next to you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry. I know what you're thinking. 'Tis this chancer of a fella claims to have more money than the queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. It's the only explanation. Well, um, well, no, we don't know that. Not at all. Although it is a little strange, to be honest. Why don't you have a lawyer? I mean, that would be the fault of the Reaper. The Reaper? Are you talking about the Death Reaper? You know him personally? You know the Death Reaper? I, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barak Van Deeks. He's the prosecutor. Oh, he's got a fancy title. Got it. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper. When Van Deek stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Dang, that's fucked up. And to this day, in every single trial in which he has been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. What? So it's reached a desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's the living legend of the Old Bailey. Goodness, Lord Barak Van Zeeks? God names. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, ma'am. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel? That would be me. Oh, 'tis time. Well then, fella, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here, I made it up in me mind, so I had. Sorry? I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. How would that have worked? But then you made an appearance, a student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident. I can assure you of that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. Boy. I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't turn my back on him. We gotta defend the Oompa Loompa. He's got on so much purple. Mr. Naruhodo. The man has no one. He will have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would have never allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. I'll be right there. It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Court time! (18th of February, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Oh my god, this place is huge too! So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, what? Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, I just can't help it. Wow, look at his beard. It's so fluffy looking. Oh my god. It just looks like a fluff. He's got the fluffy beard, chat. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGild. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld. Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. But if he asked if the defense was ready. I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Is man a vampire? Those eyes please me, Nipponese. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. A cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. Yes, my lord. I hit the button too fast, chat. But also, before we get too far into this, I need water. So I will BRB. I'm gonna grab a cup of water. Oh, there we go. Let me go grab water real quick. I need to keep, I should be keeping water right here. Woo! Okay. Turn off my little sticker. Beak. Lower myself a little. Whee! Alright. You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You should be sent to the gallows. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner? As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to have opportunities to the young. To give opportunities to the young. Even if this fella is a student from some little island off in the Far East. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers of yeself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. Listen to Mr. McGild. What a fine gentleman London has in him. Do you hear that he devoted £5,000? Oh my god, what? It seems everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGild. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. Oh no, it froze. My stream manager froze. There we go. It's working out better. Okay. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Meow. Eloquently put, Mr. McGill, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed? Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I am more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree. Ha! Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. Why are you just flipping a knife in a court? Why are you drinking in the court? I feel a chill. Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson. Why is she knitting? Oh my god. This is not a good jury. Mr. Naruhodo, those people are the jury, yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. The judge passed the sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I am sure it will be clear as the trial progresses. Yes. Prosecutor Van Zeeks. My lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you renounced your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years has passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance of which the court should be aware? I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So, the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is the case of an overwhelming simplicity. We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was the maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice Fried Mason. Sorry, thrice? He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. Oh! The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen was believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard. Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. court record. Okay. And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. And these are... Good Lord, is that blood, counsel? Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Mr. McGill's gloves had blood on them? We're screwed. Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. How did I get into this? I'm backed into a corner before I've even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside of his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGill. Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGill. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening, but whether I was in the carriage, I'm taken with fierce tiredness, I always succumb to it. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Litten so it is, and when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me, the body of a man I never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got onto the gloves then after the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it. There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Now, how is that if they were in there by themselves? Huh? I'm sorry? Order, order, order. When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear the testimony from these witnesses first of all. Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once. So dramatic. Witnesses, your names and occupations. My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name's First, Lady First, and I make hats for gents. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. Yeah, I definitely want to know. What did you guys see? What the witnesses saw. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused had reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Well, shit, okay. Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel. Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? That has been clearly stated from the onset, yes. Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of a moving carriage. I mean, that is what I am thinking as well. Enlighten me? How quaint. I read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, Mr. Nepalese friend, have you even traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. I only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is. What do you mean? The actual scene? How? A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much. Yes. The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building. Here? What? The entire carriage. Bailiff, bring forth the stricken omnibus. Holy shit, he brought the whole thing in here. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing. As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers seated inside in the enclosed cabin and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from on top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view from the interior from the street seats above. Ah, a skylight. Oh! The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on the omnibus when the murder took place. That's how they came to witness the grim incident. Though, through the skylight. That makes perfect sense. Well, counsel, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom. There are a number of important clues inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish. Wish. Very well, I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence. The whole bus is evidence. Okay, alright. Alright, we got a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. Oh. I can't believe it. An entire crime scene entered as evidence. Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. Let's continue with the proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel. Pray, don't expect this Neapolitan to stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights. Alright, my first cross-examination in British court. Oh, that's one way to wake up. Focus, Ryunosuke, focus. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged the knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. I couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Okay. Alright, so when it happened, the only two people in the enclosed cabin were the victim and the defendant. And so help me, 3 whole people witnessed the man trying to do the deed. I don't like to be pessimistic, but we do seem to be in a rather difficult situation here. What am I supposed to think here? Is Mr. McGill really innocent? Or could it be... Before we jump to conclusions, our first task should be to gather information. We need to understand the case as much better than we do at the moment. Yes, you're absolutely right. Let's listen to those witnesses' statements again, a little more carefully this time. Okay, let's press all of these.
Hold it!
Yes, I think that was sometime after 10, wasn't it? Oh yes, sir, that's right, sir, yes. Ever so cold it was, sir, freezing, in fact. And you had 4 passengers on board at the time, is that correct? Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus, of course, though. There were no other passengers when the incident took place? No one alighted, for example? You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, no one. So nobody fled the scene of the crime, then? I have to say, the boss insists on... Damn it, I read it too late. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say. What do you mean by that? Well, with it being so cold and everything, the only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spend that much at the pub on the way home, just trying to warm up again. Alright, let's press you now.
Hold it!
And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage? That's right. When you sit up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet. There was a lamp on inside, so I had a pretty good view. The The two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there was not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGill. I mean, he is pretty hard to forget with the way he looks and dresses. How can you be so sure? Well, how can I put it politely? Mr. McGill is a gentleman of rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else. Let's not forget, when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGill. There is no room for doubt here. Alright, so nothing more happened there. That press didn't really get us much. Let's see about this one.
Hold it!
You actually saw the exact moment it happened. Didn't I already testify to that? Or our fair dinkum, hard-working city baser is not considered trustworthy these days? Oh, no, I didn't mean that. This is no good. I've already got his backup. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more... My lord. Juror number 3? What's the meaning of this? My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what? I don't like the stinking rich. Never have. They're always up to something or they shouldn't be. Every one of them. And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Oh my god. There is no point wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway. Oh my god. No. As the foreman of the jury, it is my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors. No! How'd he get a knife in the courtroom? One of the guys were drinking. What is happening here? Let me see. Ah, yes, it seems that that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts. With fire? Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we saw moments ago. So if those enormous scales fall completely into black side, does that mean... Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen. Now I'm even more worried than I was before. I mean, that's fair, bro. This seems like one of those open and shut cases, for real. Very well. The court acknowledges the change in jury stance. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination. This is a nightmare. That's right, he stabbed him, I screamed. I couldn't help it. Okay, so let's...
Hold it!
He stabbed him, you say, and you were still sitting on the roof deck, were you? Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing a little green glint of something next to the fellow that was stabbed. I've been thinking about a new hat design, you see. So I was just grazing absentmindedly around. But then it happened. To look down through the sunlight. It it was sticking right out from his belly. That huge great knife. A grim sight indeed. That didn't help me at all. The jury looked like they're even more convinced my client didn't have they were born. That appears to have made everyone, even with the most dubious of it. Oh my god. If only we had some evidence to counter their Mr. First. Oh, yes, sir. Is this the knife you saw? Oh, good grief. Oh. Where are my head pats? Hello? What? Where are my head pats? Oh no. Let's see. Give me my head pats. Oh my, yeah, head pats. Good. Damn, not the head pads. No, I fixed it. Yay, back they are. Is that? Yes, counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly through like a stake through a heart. Bro, he's just a big vampire guy. Is he not? Is he not just a vampire? I think I already drank all my water. I must have been thirsty. He looks like one. That is the blade. That blade is of considerable size, counsel. Giggity! You guys. Giggity! He had a blade. That blade is of considerable size, counsel. Giggity! Like, oh no, look at the blade. They stuck into him. Okay, I'm done. I promise. It is, and furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. Mine's bigger, small. Oh my god. Certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar. Huh? Aw, please, no. We're screwed, chat. M for Magnus, perhaps? Or McGild, possibly? Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake. But there are M's everywhere. Like Mason.
Objection!
This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this is the weapon of murder. Almost certainly belongs to the accused. Not conclusive, but clearly compelling, counsel. Oh my god. We're sucking so bad. My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption. Ah, juror number 2. Go on. Mr. McGild is a pillar of society and a gentleman's word should be... However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Wait, what are you about to do? Dispose of the rubbish. Wow. No, I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime. I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today, and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion. Oh my god. Not again. That's 4 out of 6 jury members who proposed a guilty verdict. There's only 2 left. We've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I make the situation worse. Nevertheless, what we need more than anything else at this moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark. I suppose I'll just have to keep up pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly. We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back. But, alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. Again! I heard the scream. I stopped my bus, then I saw it too.
Hold it!
What exactly did you see? Oh, well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor, he was. By the passenger, obviously you're referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker. And the other passenger had in that knife in his hand like this. By the other passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGild. And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly. What? My lord, I wish to speak. Oh no! How did he get a whipping court? Yes, juror number 5? Do I take it that you too? As the master of the London's Guild of Coachmen, who is letting them in court with weapons? The city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me. It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. But I've heard enough now. The horse has bolted, as they say. No, please. Just keep an giddy up now, Silver Blaze. The finish is in sight. I think he's drunk. I think that guy is drunk. Beepo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says. Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir. This is too unkind, sir. Which now means that 5 jurors agree to condemn this man. Oh my god. Look at Grandma. Madame Juror number 6. Yes, dear, what can I do for you? You have heard the testimony of these witnesses in the stand. Oh yes, I certainly have. I've still got my hearing, you know. And pray tell, why are you... Oh, why is she not saying anything? Well, dear, the thing is, I am a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGill Park, it's called. The gentleman donated it to the city, you know. Put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life. Oh, he's always doing wonderful things for the city. That's right, a man like that would stab someone, surely. Mother, may we go to the McGill Public Library later and borrow some books? Hold on, chat. Ah, it is the birthday boy's birthday, you know. Okay, anyway. I'm cause real big, everything real big. Okay. How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of man Magnus McGill really is? What kind of man is he? A philanthropist. The philanthropist Magnus McGill has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one of the very darkest of souls. What? Stones the crows. McGill lends money to extortionate rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak. I've never heard of any mention of that before. Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, ma'am. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own? What possible reason could this man have had to make use of public omnibus service? You're not saying that. The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGill. But let it also be known that the very day Madison was killed was the final repayment date for his debts. Good gracious! The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his home. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts. And in the end, his pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him, his life. By the merciless philanthropist pretender, Magnus McGill. I don't believe it. If I might add something briefly, Miss Susato. You claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGill, but where is the evidence to support your claim? Is this man pouring himself a drink in court? Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hollowed chalice in a court of law. No, sir, you're not supposed to do that. They've got weapons in here. People are drinking. I mean, Granny's okay, right? Granny's just knitting. But the rest of you, what is going on in this courtroom? How are they getting away with this stuff? What is this? Ah, there it is. The Lord Van Dyke's hollowed chalice. Oh my god. Why is this okay? How can this be considered acceptable, right? But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. Had I heard ladies from the Far East could show such great courage, but I didn't expect to experience for myself. Sir, you're holding wine. What is going on? As a judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job. What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies owed by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly reported inside. Oh my god, I can't believe it. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice and toast to the... No, my... A marvelous toast, counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence. My god, what the what? This man just poured a whole, almost a full glass of wine in court. Ah, yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum, and the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense. Had the wool pulled over my eyes. No, Grandma, don't believe him. Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused. And it is such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel. Still, maybe us all for the best. Wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more before. I do not stand for nonsense. Oh no. Oh no. That's it. The last juror's decision. When all the members of the jury have concluded... No, this is bad. We barely did anything. The court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That is what it says here. Ah, the final verdict. It's over then. Oh. There's a footnote, though. Footnote? Footnote? A footnote? However, the defense... Ah, he cut her off! All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision. According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections. Told you we were screwed, Chad. We were screwed. Miss Susato, just tell me one more thing. The footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law, however, the objection. What did it say next? Oh, yes, of course. One moment. When all the members of a jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty. Oh my god. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a Oh my god. This is so bad. Is there a chance for us, bro? Can we do this?
Objection!
From which century has that tome you have there been resurrected? Judging from the binding, I would say the book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck. Oh. What even is it, Miss Sato? This so-called okay. Oh, one moment. I'll read about it. Oh my god. Typical God, I can't say words today. I am struggling over here to read this. Not to mention, I can't sit still. I keep standing up. I keep standing up and sitting back down, chat, and reading from me standing and then sitting back down again. Haru Hodo. Hi! Alright, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we will be able to appeal to the members of the jury. To do what exactly? Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse their decisions. It says here that, if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed. Make them reverse their decisions. Yes, in times gone by, barristers would use the summonation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But the procedure has become something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so it rather fell out of use. I wonder why. Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age. Still, I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked. What are you suggesting? I am suggesting that although it may be God words, and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. That's right, you tell him, Miss Susato. You tell him. We gonna do this, vampire guy, and you're not gonna like it. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? How you doing, Laza? Welcome in, welcome in. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? No, no, we're asserting rights in here. We have rights. How are you? I'm doing good. Just being the best lawyer there ever was. I'm the best. I'm gonna be the best. I'll be better than all the rest. We're asserting our rights.
Objection!
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Are an embarrassment that should remain buried. No, no, no. You're just mad that we might actually pull it off, bro. Let us do it.
Objection!
But if it is our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital to this trial. The defense petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with this. Alright, here we go. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready? Huh? Well, I'm not, there was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so. All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision. On what grounds? You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty. Well, my lord, you're putting us on the spot. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before. I don't really hold with all this justifying talk. So that seems to have thrown the jurors off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Alright then. The summation explanation. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGill, guilty of this most serious crime. Oh. The jurors' contentions. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with their fares totally billion. Why do you have this knife? Any closer and she would be dead. And now we have a whole nother problem. This place is making me itch. I'm scared, chat. Meow? I'm scared, chat. Like, I'm scared. This dude... okay. He's got a knife. This game. Okay. Okay. I'm okay. I'm cool. I'm alright. Cool. I have simply typed in discarded all the statements made thus far, and drawn the logical conclusion. You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years. The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars disbelief. Why do they keep saying he was on the floor? He was sitting in a chair. Well, he was sitting up. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. I mean, I'm scared. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they? Well, let's see what we can do. We do need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them, and use some very persuasive language. Just one moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that is not quite how it works. Nah, that's not gonna work. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they are unlikely to heed anything the defense says. But then, they've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Our pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it would recoil on you, and the more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they become. What on earth am I supposed to do? Oh my god. What do you mean? Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. Look at Grandma. They always stop on Grandma just sitting there. She just wants to finish knitting. She doesn't want to be here. She wants to knit. We should have just let her knit. And that's the way to break them down, you mean? Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify contradictory statements. If we can then contrast the statements and pit the responding jurors against each other. I see. So contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to the regular cross-examination. I suppose you're right. Find contradictions in their statements. Pit the jurors against one another to break them down. Alright, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off. Can we start the proceedings, counsel? I would ask you take the stand for this, but I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal. My lord. Here we go. Alright, I already know what I want. Like, instead of pressing them and all that kind of stuff, Grandma said what I believe I want. Let's see. It's not you. Grandma. On the floor. Okay, he's not pressing him on the floor. Oh my god. But I did want to see the key configs. Presenters are okay. Back. And then court record. And then him sitting up. He has this huge knife. Oh no, she's gonna stop us from going in. Not. You know, some would say that's a tiny. What? You know, some would say that's a tiny knife. I don't know. That looks like a pretty big knife sticking directly out of his stomach. Like, it's big. Ugh.
He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and
So I
delivered a
think-
plague unto our houses.
What did we say? This picture just shows that he's sitting up. Did I click the wrong button here? Oh, I did. But wait. Scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. Beggar's disbelief. Examination. People back. I can't present that as evidence? No, but I can pit them against each other. It looks like. It says pit. So let's see. Oh man, I clicked the button. So we just need to find two drawers with contractors and pit them against each other. Okay. Okay, go back, go back, go back. Huh? Well, I took the liberty of doing some research in case you happen to find yourself in such a situation. So I read to you what I found out. It's a little long, I'm afraid. Not right now. I have to rely on the advice from the start. How will I get on later? Okay. Huh? Well, sort of attitudes. Okay. I was about to say, is she about to repeat it? Well, what's going on? Okay, so stabbed on the floor. No one else was inside the carriage at the time, so it must have been him. I trust the driver. He has excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with their fares totaling 20 pence. What does that got to do with anything? Alright, so it's not her. I think I caught it. Oh? Hold on, let's see. He struck the chap next to him like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen. Oh, so, okay. So it's this guy and Grandma. Grandma said that he was stabbed on the floor. This guy is saying he turned next to him and stabbed him. Okay, so it would be... What else is there beside here? So I think they picked him and her.
Objection!
Those two statements are completely contradictory. What? Explain, counsel, post haste. Oh dearie me, I was only knitting a jumper for my other half. What is all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you? We heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3, what, can't you see I'm busy here? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it? Want to test me, do you? It was like this. Struck the fellow next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim baker said. Yes, that would explain Mr. Fairplay's testimony. Quite true. Now then, juror number 6. Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man? How would you say the defense stabbed the victim, madam? Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so. Now don't move. Stuck to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions. No. What? You guys can look across at each other. What do you mean, what? Why are you so surprised? Bless my stitches, what a muddle. What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility of one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth. Oh, that's almost all Grandma got to say is oh. Nah, too much work to look right. But why? Why the dickens would they lie? I don't know. I don't know that yet. But what I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen all in good conscience? Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I mean, I don't understand why they're having such a hard time with this one. Can we just fix our scale of justice, please? Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warned you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all. What exactly is the problem? What of it if two witnesses have slightly different recollection of events? What of it? Let's say the Shylock did stab the victim. Where hides the blood spots? Too bad he didn't just walk. This is like hurting my brain a little bit because some of this stuff is so easy for them to do and they're just not doing it. They're hurting my brain. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They're like hurting my brain. Thank you for that, Bats. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then the Shylock stabbed him again, and this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, Why are you calling me a dandy, sir? Why I should take this knife to you? Who are you calling? Oh, he called Grandma old? What could the foreman of the jury be, right? But the foreman of the jury could be right. I don't know. Two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. It's out of the question because we have photographic evidence that he was not on the fucking ground. He was sitting up. No, they didn't. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman. What is it, you dark jinx? Dark jinx! Come on, out with it. What are you suggesting? What you're suggesting is impossible. It is out of the question. No, You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So, where's your evidence, man? It's what we want to see. Say the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. If you say that that's out of the question, show me some proof. Alright, let's go to the... We should leave then! We should all just get up and walk out. As you wish. What? I'm giving you the proof. Yeah, it's proven. This is what I wanted to do the whole time and the game just wouldn't fucking let me. This should be it right there. Oh god, I did it again. R.
Take that!
This clear piece of evidence, well, Mr. Foreman. What? Two different moments. In other words, the victim was stabbed 2 times. But we have the evidence that clearly contradicts that possibility. So it wasn't the picture that... It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw 2 different moments of the same time, it said. Nothing, huh? Not even the slight. Okay. My brain. I'm trying to think. How did they see it? Either if everybody's on top saw the same thing. Chat. Okay, well... I can't believe that it's just not this photograph. What about the carriage is the reason? Maybe it's because it was dark?
Take that!
No, that's wrong too. Okay, I got 3 more chances. 2 different moments. In other words, the victim was stabbed 2 times. Yes. This. I don't know why I didn't catch it. It says that he only has a single stab wound.
Take that!
This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once. Only once. It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen 2 different times. Alright, I concede defeat. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it. Big brain thoughts over here. So we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds. We can force the trial to continue. 2 more. 2 more brain hurties. Actually, there is something else that is bothering me about a couple of their assertions. Then this is where you must strike next. So I need the pit. Exactly. You can do it. No, I can't. I can't do it. I might be the best lawyer, but my brain just went on like a trip trying to figure that one out. Well, the scales of justice has shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your... Alright. But despite liars even more, innocence is my call, for now at least. You can do it, babe. I simply typed and collected all the statements made so far and draw the logical conclusion. Wait. Why didn't he go back? Why is it only going forward? Dear me, you can't make accusations based on lies. I wonder if the poor man is innocent after all. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? I took the liberty of doing some research. Not now. No. Work this out for myself now. I didn't even press anything, game. Carriage at the time, so there was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. Okay. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. Okay. Rich, but despite liars even more. Since it's my call, that's for now at least. Okay, so it won't let me, it should let me go back when I press the back arrow, but it's sending me forward, which is crazy. Our motto, we haven't rated above 4 pence in years. Ooh, a contradiction, wait. He says they haven't raised prices above 4 pence in years. She said 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. That's not right. The math is wrong. The math is wrong, chat.
Objection!
Those 2 statements clearly contradict each other. They do? Explain yourself, counsel. Me? Oh dear, what have I said? I swear on Silver Blaze's maiden name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about. According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there are 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Belpo, he took 20 pieces in fares. Quite right. I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. The juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence. You That's the one I saw. Ah, the one with the math, because you're good at math, babe. I caught the other one. This one, I was about to sit here and rack my brain again. Ice, please. Can I get a piece of ice, please? Cup. Yay, ice. No! No! Did I dropped it? No! My mouth was dry. Okay, anyway. Convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated. But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts. Why, man, why? 4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication, that would be 16 pence. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely one person's fare. One person's fare. Yes, in other words, the omnibus that night, it's decently possible there was another passenger we've never heard about. This can't be right. The coachmen of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword. The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy. I beg your pardon. Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus. Flip those pages. According to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire into the innocent side. You set up the scales. Now hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. What? Yeah, boy, we did it. Let's go. This is all very irritating. You guys are hurting my brain. Begging your pardon, sir. I'm going to do the same. For the love of Mike, not you as well. I thought I was going to say for love's sake. A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters. Oh, really? I, for one, think it is only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty? We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won! We did that? What are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me. Oh, he's mad. I know a liar when I see one. And the chap, if the chap ever dresses to cross the threshold of my shop, like this razor sharp blade, I'll shave every last hair off his head. You know, there's nothing and no reason for this man to be licking his sword like he is doing. But I could say he's getting it wet before putting it in. Okay, I'll continue. Please tell me he's a barber. Well, quite the remarkable turn of events. The defense's summatation explanation has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury to let me advocate. Well, we can continue the trial. We did it, chat. I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places, and I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. Having savored the rich aroma, stop making drinks in court, sir. Of Carmine's contents of this hallowed chalice. It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. Just stop pouring more drinks. Are you drunk? How can you continue the trial? We should win by default because this man is drinking. Lord Van Zex. Brr, is it cold in here? There must be some toros in the atmosphere. As your acquainted tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during the... So I honored a deathly silence and listened to this charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Damn, he calling y'all stupid. Well, no matter. There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. Bring forth the witnesses once more. You know, this guy has very dramatic flair. Oh, now that he's looking scared. Witnesses. I trust you heard. We had the summontation explanation we just had to endure. Oh yes, sir. That I did, sir. Of course I heard it. Oh yes, sir, I heard it. You, sir, on the end, the coachman. I believe it's Beepo? Yes, sir, my lord, sir. If it transpires that in your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil several What? My brain put words there. You are attempting to veil the presence of the fifth passenger on your bus. You will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear in mind that, sir. Now then, witnesses, I hereby call upon you to testify before the court again. Will you explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summontation explanation? We've got new various misgivings. Alright, here we go again. I only carried 4 passengers that night, I swear. But, well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. He fiddled us on the fare, he did. Then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much. I tell you, I saw Mr. McGill stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands. Oh, yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes. So scared. Poor guy. Counsel, make sense of this for me, please. The phantom fifth member conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's silly little coisonage. Beppo, explain yourself. I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster. The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare? It's so cold. The last run of the day is always half empty. You have been dishonest, coachman. I'm sorry. Here we go. Time to cross-examine these peoples. Alright. So I should be able to present evidence with these guys. So I only carry 4 passengers that night, I swear it. He was told he had to pay 5 pence. He filled us on the fare. said before stands. Oh yes, he stabbed him. He did. I think so. Yes. Maybe I should press all of these. Which one is it? I'm trying to think. This trial very nearly came to an end. Somehow we managed to keep our chances alive here. I know. My brain. Yes, you're so right. It's not the fact. Okay. For those who don't know, and for like Bun and Squid, I am not actively tired. It's because I am reading out loud for a long period of time that makes me kind of start dozing a little bit. I am not actively tired at all. It's the out loud reading. Next to doubt. It is literally the out loud reading. That's why I've stopped reading sometimes. That is main because I'm like, it is making me absolutely drowsy and dozing in stream. Ma'am, that's called coping. Wiles reads one line, snores, keeps reading. My face when someone's telling you something. It is literally the reading, because I've already been to sleep. I think I'm gonna have to do a pressing. Clearly not enough. I'm gonna have to do a pressing on these people. I'm gonna press on them.
Hold it!
Come on, people, tell us the truth. Is it possible to make the last run of the day pay? I was so cold. It was all I could do to stop myself from passing out. He still looks like he's freezing. I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus from running. Extra penny per passenger. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. And again, who lets this man have a whip in court? It's a wonder he can hold it with how bad he's fucking shaking. I, for one, was told to pay 5 pence. Okay.
Hold it!
Does that mean everyone on board that night paid 5 pence instead of 4? Well, I paid 5 pence too, sir. A flat fare of 5 pence across the board. Much like the phantom killer you so desperately needed, it's gone, dead and buried. Ever existed in the first place?
Hold it!
This blood-curdling sight, you mean the murder, I presume? Yes, sir. A loathsome sight. No one should have to witness the horror in the eyes of a man the moment his life is taken. Oh, well, not exactly, sir. I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed. What? Good gracious, really? We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it. But first didn't actually see the point at which the victim was killed. That may turn out to be very significant. I heard the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath, see? That's when I looked through the glass. That's when I saw the horrible blaze poking out from his belly, all covered in blood. Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating. Okay.
Hold it!
So you saw the defendant, Mr. Guild, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason, who was sitting next to him. What? Where does water come from? Why is it wet right here? Oh yeah, that's right. I dropped a piece of ice. It probably melted. I'm like, why is it wet? Sorry, my bad. It's not you. It's funny because where it's wet at, the only reason I felt something wet is because it dripped on my thigh. Jeez. Okay, I think I got all the wet up. Yeah, okay. My god. That's what I said, isn't it? It was bothering me before this was. Just for a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyway, there's only 2 of them inside the carriage, wasn't there? There's been much talk of 5th passenger, but as of yet, 0 evidence. Then what are we all wasting our time for? It's black and white. The man's guilty. Jars with me. I wish I could work out what it was. It's something with his... So we need to figure out what it is with that guy's part. Acting in a strange way. Don't hesitate to pursue them. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to that guy. His second part of his statement. Okay. So I think we gotta press first.
Hold it!
He hesitated before answering the question. It's something about this part of his testimony. Jars with me? I wish I could work out what it was. It won't let me go back though. There we go. I saw Mr. McGill stabbing the man. Everything I said before stands. And it didn't do the thing they were talking about that it did. Like, he didn't hesitate when he was talking. They're talking about the fair. Let's see. I don't think I've pressed this one yet.
Hold it!
Earlier you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, did you? Oh yes, that's right. I suppose. I might have, yes, put the cart before the horse, maybe. What is this? I am quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard a scream. Dead. Driving the horses when I heard it. I don't know. Oh, I expected that was me, sir. Come on, Beepo, help us out here. We're struggling. Oh, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing.
Excuse me.
Why are you biting your stick? Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay? Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Huh? Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the crowd the exact moment the crime was being committed? No, I would say no. Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through the skylight on top of the omnibus, that is. Peeping, a respectable city banker that I'll have you know. And I know what I say. I remember it as clear as day as the Ballarat day. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot on the collar there, my lord. I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw. Oh, I can do that, alright. I'll tell you how grim it was. So are you saying his hands were stained? Like, not his gloves? Well, perhaps soaked his line on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Well, the skylight's reasonably large, so I had a pretty good view. There was a lamp on inside the carriage as well. This banker's latest statement. Yeah, he's... Yes, I understand, little Miss Susato. Ah, shit. It did the thing. I need to go back. Okay, here we go again. Let's go with present and let's see if presenting the gloves is a good idea.
Objection!
Oh yeah, we got it, baby. Blood-soaked hands. Well, I admit that soap might be laying on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar. What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGill, on the night in question. Oh yes, right. There certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. Yeah, they're not soaked. It's only on the right-hand glove. He's gonna end up breaking that thing. In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent. You're a liar here, then. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth? Dude, don't eat your stick.
Objection!
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one, but the fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused.
Objection!
No, Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands, which means there's a strong eating stick, giggity. There's a strong possibility that the witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. He's also wiggling that stick around. He's shaking it around. He biting on. You know, I don't think guys like it being bit on. You know, you should stop biting that. Why? I'm a city banker for pity's sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't... We had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying. It could turn the tide in this trial completely. He probably is one of the dead people. Yeah, I have evidence. I always have evidence. I keep the receipts. My lord. Yes, counsel. The defense is ready to present evidence. By Jove, are you sure? Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had a reason to lie in his testimony. He's going hard on the tip. He's going too hard on it. Too hard. Must be gentle. Gentle. Unless, you know, they ask for you not to be gentle. Then you be rough. Is literally just like fat and tissue. Hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. The evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court. It's this. It's gotta be this. If you're going to bite... Now that man chomping down. Yes, I believe this evidence does indeed demonstrate a deception of sorts. Deception by the defense that is in any way competent. Oh. Ah, no! Mr. Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there are some details we've overlooked in the court record. Do you think it might be wise to check over all the evidence again? Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present evidence. They want us to go over all the evidence? This smug bitch. Where did he get another cup? Let me examine this stuff. Secrets of entry. Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside? Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally. Apart from the great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I'm wondering. I assure you, you will not find Mr. Sholmes' name inside. Well, let's see what we find. Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Ah, goodness, what is it? Look at this, do you see the name here? Bruce Fairplay. Okay, so I was right. I just hadn't examined it yet, so it could change. See? You're smart. I'm not smart. Okay, so it's added to the court record. So we're going to go back, and then we're going to try to present again.
Take that!
This is a list of debtors who owe money to Mr. McGill. Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion. The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name. Mr. Bruce Fairplay. No, well, according to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not a insurmountable sum of money, wouldn't you say? Well, what of it? Come on, guy. Tox told me to fight you. No! Wait a minute. Dang. He's lucky. Dang it! And you won again! That ain't fair! Wow, not Tox winning. This is bullshit. That game hates me. I haven't won a battle yet since I added it. I haven't won not one battle since I added it. How dare you beat up my girlfriend? A draw? Wow. A draw. A draw. That's sad. These documents state the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, were the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to capital punishment, all outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled, and they would cease to exist. I'll get you next time, Tox, and your little pigeon too. Tox and Hato. Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw? In a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant. Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Yes, my lord. The dude won't stop biting on the tip. Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you, or did you not, see the precise moment at the time in which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim? Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony. Alright, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. But that makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on Mr. McGill's hands. Both of them.
Objection.
And yet, only one set of the defendant's which we have here as evidence, is stained. So you keep saying. I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir. The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both his hands, not just one. What? We proved that it's only on one hand. What? It would appear we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time I would like to know precisely what you did and did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Oh my god, stop chewing. He won't stop chewing. This is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last. Yes, I might finally have a chance to turn things around here. Okay, so we're back at the witness testimony. And I think I'm going to give it a save. Let me see. I think I'm going to give it a save and move over. Because it's been 3 hours! I was trying to get to the 3-hour mark. Bum Bum was telling me to go to bed. And I'm like, no, I gotta make it to the 3 hours. Plus, my brain is turning to mush trying to get this trial done. And we've just gotten started. We're not even, like, into other parts of the trial. This is still the beginning. This is still the beginning and my brain is turning to mushy mush. Well, you tried battling Tox and it didn't work. That's what you get. Hato! Get him! It was a draw between Bun Bun and Hato. It's Hato! Get him! My turn. It's still another draw? Wow. Wow. Tox, get him. Tox, go! Wow. Nothing from Tox. Tox didn't want to job Hato. I am. I finally won something! Yeah! Finally, get fucked, Hato. Took me so long to win something. Get him while he's down. Bubba, get him. Oh my god. Bun Bun won. That's right, Bun. Damn it, Squid. How? How what? Oh, Bun Bun still won. Motherfucker be cheating. Looks like Bun Bun still won. Dang, Squid killed all toxic people. Tox for not helping us. True. True. Well, chat, get it out of your system. I'm looking for somebody to raid. Fuck. Friendly duel with Bun. That's not how that game works. Ow. And Hato got a draw. See? See? All right then, chat. Oh, nope. Okay, I was waiting. But I'm not gonna keep going. So, okay, chat. Anyway, it looks like I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to be sending you guys to the raccoons. I hope you enjoyed stream, and that's enough battling because I'm sending you guys on. You guys have 9 seconds, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Bye, chat. Bye. No, I'm joking. You guys have literally 1 minute before the raids out. I need that battle. Fuck my old ones. I mean, it is really cute. You guys got 1 minute to keep battling before it raids us over. Just beating up Tox. Beating up Tox and Hato. Enjoy it while you can, chat. Oh my god, Tox actually won. Guys got 10 seconds. And it's gonna raid out. And I'll see you guys all next time. Misato is at the bottom of the battle, and